my background at school, I did an awful lot of sports, so I built up a lot of strength throughout my body. But when I started working in the furniture industry, that was a very physical trade. And if you dial back to when I came into the trade in the late 80s, lifting processes, manual handling wasn't probably the top of the list for people. So you probably weren't lifting correctly at those times, and education has moved on since then. So now we know how to lift, there are tools there to do it, so things have become better, but obviously during that time you cause damage to yourself. So carriers helped me through those times, but has also taught me and given me the insights into good posture, how you sit at a desk, how you lift things, and it also makes me research for the guys that I employ to make sure that we've got the right equipment and they've got the right knowledge to know how and where, how they should do these things. Children's the most important aspect, and sport in schools, because that's where we build those muscles that take us forward. And I think it's also about, there's a lack of sport in schools, or there appears to be, and certainly I have two children, both girls. From their perspective, they didn't do the amount of sport that I did. So when they've left school and gone out into further education, sport is not their priority, learning is. So I've tried to teach them about how to lift and how they should use their leg muscles and how they've got to look after their core, because they've seen it from me, and I've tried to teach them that that's the important part of it. So I think where we see children leaving school, they're not doing the sports, they're not having enough sport, they're not building these muscles, so when they come out of it, the weakness is there already, and if it doesn't carry on from that, the building blocks aren't there for later in life. So I think it's hugely important that the government gets behind something like this and encourages schools to really look to sport for all ages and sexes and make sure that there's a foundation there, so that there's something outside of school as well, so they can go into sports activities outside of school. And to me, that's the building block. If we can do that, then I think there's a way forward. So yes, it's a really good scheme, and I think there needs to be a lot of energy put behind it to make it move forward.